Hi, welcome back to Dreams Traveled. Today I'm going to be talking about things that you can learn about solo traveling and about traveling, period, from my experiences. So the number one thing is, who would you travel for? You have to ask yourself, is this person worth traveling for? I flew to Paris to meet a friend and she ended up having a delayed flight. She was extremely tired. And when we met, she was really frustrated. And she asked me, Kalia, would you do this for me? I need to know that you would reciprocate this. And I told her, of course I would. When you travel to see someone, make sure they are worth your money, your time, and your energy. Because if they're not, do not go visit them, period. Here's another travel tip. Before you book flights, make sure you look at the accommodation prices, because I booked a cheap flight to Paris and then I realized that it cost so much I'm gonna take my glasses off. Accommodation in Paris is so expensive because I ended up having to stay in hostels in Paris because accommodation was so expensive, which I wasn't a fan of, but the hostels that I stayed in weren't that bad. I recommend. The Nation location, hostel in Paris, really beautiful rooftop view. After my 6 nights in Paris, I went to Corfu and it was extremely restorative. I stayed right by the beach and I just stayed in a sunbed all day. So what my advice to you would be is give yourself, even if it's 3 days, give yourself that time to do absolutely nothing and lounge by the pool or lounge by the beach. You might think, is it worth it? I can only travel for 3 days. My answer is yes, it's worth it. If you can only travel for such a short amount of time, then go, but only if it's for like a restorative, do absolutely nothing moment. My 6 nights in Paris, my 3 nights in Corfu ended up being over $1,000. It was a lot for me because I try to budget when I travel, but these were not budget locations, okay? What I learned from that is no matter the price of where you go, you'll never get those memories back. I do not regret going to Paris. I do not regret going to Corfu for 3 days because I had such an amazing time, and it's just memories and moments that I'll just never forget. And for you too, you might be traveling thinking about the number and thinking, oh, this is too expensive, but this is really where I want to go. You have to go because, you have to go because it's better to listen to your heart and your intuition than to listen to your mind that's saying, we can't afford this. Don't allow that to happen, because I would not have had the fun and restart that I needed if I hadn't gone to these 2 places. So if there's somewhere you've been wanting to go, but it's too expensive, do it. Just do it and you will not regret it. I promise you that. And speaking of that, I will insert my little ad here. I have a all-girls group trip to Bali in March, from March 24th to April 1st. It's a total of 9 days. It costs almost $1,700. But if you've always wanted to dive or get an open water diving certificate or go to Bali or go on an all-girls group trip, this is your opportunity. I highly recommend that you check out the link in my bio and look into this because it's such an incredible opportunity. It's going to be an unforgettable trip. I'm so excited for it. It's me and 11 girls. Right now, as of right now, there are 6 spots left. I've never been on a girls trip. I've never gone diving before. I've never been to Bali. So this is ticking off so many I've never done's. So if that sounds like something you want to do, then check out the link in my bio and you can join my group trip and you can travel with me. Sometimes you have to book the trip because what you get out of it is much more than what it costs. Sit with that for a second. Yes, my Bali group trip almost cost $1,700, not including the flight, but what you're getting out of it is something unforgettable. Traveling is priceless. Even though it does have a cost, it's priceless in the memories and the experiences and what you take from it. So the next tip is to remind yourself that the universe is working for you, not against you. A lot of things may happen on your solo travel or on your travel with your friends that don't seem to be working out, but you have to remind yourself that the universe is doing this for you. An example, I went to Albania. I did a Worldpackers in a family-run hotel. It was so lovely to kind of feel like a part of this family, but I was alone. I had no friends, absolutely nothing. All I had was myself and the couple hours that I worked for the Worldpackers. I just took this as an opportunity to do inner work, to delve into myself, and not really be so sad that I don't have anyone, because when you travel, you're not going to have someone with you all the time, unless of course you're traveling with a friend. But if you're solo traveling, you just have to understand that the universe is working for you. So in this month that I was volunteering in Albania, I was able to use that time for myself, and that's what the universe intended for it to be. I did a trusted house sitters for 3 weeks. I was basically in this villa at the top of the hill. I got to watch the most beautiful sunsets every single night. It was so wonderful, but again, I was alone. So I just took this as an opportunity to film a bunch of TikToks, to feel like a queen in this gorgeous, beautiful space, because I'm either doing Worldpackers, you know, in a shared room with a bunch of people, or I am, you know, at a trusted house sitters in a beautiful home, but I'm alone. Okay, so if you ever go to Corfu, I do have a Corfu video where I explore a bunch of different towns. Some tips: I recommend you go to the old town, and I recommend that you go to Cassiope if you can. It's in the north, very, very beautiful. You just have to make the most out of your travels. That's another tip, is just make the most out of your time and try to be optimistic, and try to be as optimistic as possible. So after 3 weeks in Corfu doing the trusted house sitters, I did a volunteering at a hostel in Athens. And here are some tips. Before you volunteer anywhere, look at the area that you're going to be in, because I was in Omonia, which is not a great area in Athens, but I didn't know this. So if you can, ask people, just figure out a way to get people's thoughts on the area you're going to be in. Also do research on the area that you're going to be in. Yeah, also another lesson is time is so precious. Don't waste your time being in places you don't want to be. I never wanted to be in Athens. I'm not a fan of Athens, but I thought that by being in Athens for a month, I could visit different islands. And that ended up being true, but only the islands that were close to Athens. The islands that I wanted to visit were the Cycladic Islands, which are very south, and they're not as easy to get to do like a day trip from Athens. Time is precious, use it wisely, and only go to the places that you want to go. Yes, there was a great volunteering opportunity in Athens for me that had a beautiful gym and was actually a really nice hostel. If you're in Athens, I recommend Athens Urban, remember that, in Sapolia, that area. Just don't waste your time being in places you don't want to be, because it won't be the experience that you wanted. I mean, no, it sounds understandable, right? It sounds kind of second nature, but for me, I definitely learned this through my Athens experience, that I'll never go somewhere just because I have free accommodation, Like, I want to be somewhere where I want to be. Okay, if you are in Athens, another tip is go to Hydra, which is a beautiful island. There's no cars on this island. It is so beautiful. I was there for one night. Oh my God, this is like the perfect summer destination. I love Hydra so much. If you're in Athens, go to Hydra. It's about an hour and a half on a ferry from Athens. Another tip, another thing to take away is that when you put yourself in aligned places, you'll meet aligned people. So the hostel that I volunteered at had a yoga studio, and this is one of the main reasons why I chose to even go here, was because there was a yoga studio. And I was in the yoga studio with this girl, and I did not know who she was. She was doing her thing, I was doing my thing. Afterward, I was in the kitchen cooking my meal, and then she came in, and I was like, we're just on the same schedule. And we got to talking, and we're both so similar, Latina Americans. She lives in New York, she's Colombian. We just connected, and we were so aligned, and we ended up doing meditations together, and she did a tarot card reading for me, and we did a whole ceremony in the yoga studio. Although I wasn't the happiest in Athens, I'm so glad and so lucky that I met this beautiful soul, and that now we're just connected, and we follow each other on Instagram. It's not like we're texting every day, but like, I would love to see her again, and maybe to go to a retreat or something. You know, you just always have to put yourself in places that you enjoy, so that you'll meet people that are also like-minded. After Athens, I knew I wanted to go to Paros in the Cycladic Islands. The universe was working for me because my aunt's mother-in-law messaged me and told me, hey, I'm in Tino's. Come visit Tino's. I had no plan to go to Tino's. I actually wanted to go to Tino's, but that was never in my plan. I was just gonna go Athens, Paros. And I took this as a sign, okay, universe, I will go because I have a family member there. And since I'm solo traveling, I don't get to see familiar faces. I don't get to see family as much, clearly. So I made it work. I went from Athens to Tinos. I spent 2 nights in Tinos. The lesson that you can take out of this and what you can learn from this is it might seem possible to go somewhere, but it's always possible. Nothing is impossible. And if you have family or someone that you want to see, go see them because it's just so worth it to see a familiar face. And I'm so happy that I got to see her because it was my way to kind of get to the Cycladic Islands. From Tinos, I went to Paros. Paros was so beautiful. If you go to Greece, you have to go to Paros. That's my next tip. You have to go to Paros if you're in Greece. Oh my God, you can skip Athens. Okay, skip Athens. Paros and Milos, Hydra, those are like my top 3 favorite islands. When I was in Paros, I rented my own car for 35 euros a day, which is crazy. I drove throughout the entire island. It was the best day of my life. I felt so fulfilled. There are no words. And I think what you can learn from this and a tip is find the things that fulfill you. Because the world tells us we need a partner to be fulfilled. We need a group of friends to be fulfilled. But for me, traveling fulfills me, and being in my own car, I felt so independent, was able to blast my music. Here I am driving and the blue water is just, oh my God, like take me back. It was just the best day of my life. Like try and create the best day of your life without anyone so that you can remind yourself how fulfilled you are without anyone. I mean, that's so empowering. And it just goes to show that we are fulfilled within ourselves. We don't need anyone or anything to fulfill us. That's a big lesson I can give you. Have your perfect day and do it alone. Just do it. Oh, I miss it. I have a whole, have a lot of YouTube shorts on that day. I posted like 7 videos from a breakdown of my day in Paros when I did rent a car and explore the island. You can check that out. Also on my TikTok, you can see that too. So then I went to Milos and I was in Milos for about a week. Milos is everything and more. I love Milos to death. And what Milos taught me was to let go and have fun because honestly, I am a very scheduled kind of person. Milos really helped me let loose. I just had so much fun and it made me realize like, damn, Khalil, we gotta let go. We gotta have fun. We gotta let loose because there's just so much to life and life is not that serious. So just have fun with it. That's my next tip is have fun with your adventures. Have fun with your travels. In the week that I was in Milos, I completely stopped posting. I stopped everything. I was just like invested in being in Milos and having fun, right? Then I went to Thessaloniki, which is the 2nd largest city in Greece, to do a trusted house sitters. I stayed in a home taking care of 2 dogs and 2 cats for like 4 days. And it was so beautiful because it just allowed me to come back to myself. Here I was on an island in Greece, Milos, living this fun, crazy life, going to dinners and driving around and having so much fun, to then be in a home and just calm down, come back to myself, journal, make my videos, create my videos again, and that kind of thing. So I think life is all about balance. And my tip is to always come back to yourself, even if it's at night before you go to sleep. Like we always have to do these emotional check-ins. We can't not do it for an entire week and then do it for 4 days, if that makes sense. Like we got to keep it consistent. And I think as a solo female traveler, if you're not seeing a therapist, or even if you're traveling, you still have to check in on your emotional and your mental health. These are 2 of probably the most important things before physical health, of course, but we really got to check in with ourselves. And I think it's important to see a therapist, even though I'm not seeing one right now, but I really want to. This video is sponsored by BetterHelp. I'm just kidding. God, every time I watch a YouTube video, everyone is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp, help me out, help us out. But yeah, it's important to see a therapist. If you're not seeing a therapist, to check in, journal, do some inner work with yourself every single night, every other night, because this solo travel lifestyle is not easy. After my Thessaloniki trusted house sitters, I went to Cyprus to meet my friends, and it was so beautiful to be surrounded by women. Okay, here's my next tip. Surround yourself with women that inspire you. On this trip to Cyprus, I was around 3 friends, all that inspire me. They travel full time, or, you know, there's other things that inspire me and that I admire about them. I just had an amazing 3 weeks in Cyprus with friends. It was everything I needed and more. One of the girls really inspires me. She has her own place, her own car, her own dog, her own business in a completely different country. That is so inspiring to me. So just surround yourself with people that you admire and that inspire you, because it only helps you grow as a person. Wow, and that's it. And that's me done. So that was basically my 4.5 months in Europe. I wanted to have a European summer. That was my goal, to have a European summer, and I think I definitely did that. I mean, Paris, Albania, Greece, Cyprus, those were like the 4 countries I went to. I hope that this video can help you on your travel journey. And what I will say is I'm gonna be starting coaching. So if you are interested, you can check out the link in the description. What I'm going to be doing is, you want to know where to go, what to do with your life in regards to travel, then I'm here to help. I really want to help women just feel empowered, independent, live the life that they love, travel, and discover themselves through that process. And I want to be able to assist in that. So if you're interested in that, I would love to coach you, to mentor you. Check out the link in my description, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. I'm going to be trying to upload as frequently as possible. I am home now in America for about 4 months until my trip to Bali in March, which I'm so excited for. So be sure to subscribe, stay tuned to all of my upcoming videos while I'm here at home, and all the traveling I'm going to be doing in Southeast Asia in 2026. All right, thank you so much.